Hello there, my name is Tracy Tripp and I talk about manifestation and how you can manifest great things into your life. Today's video, I'm going to tell you my story of how I attracted 5-star luxury holidays into my life without it costing me a penny. So if that's of an interest, you really need to watch this whole video. Hi. So today I'm going to tell you my story of how I attracted 5-star luxury holidays into my life so effortlessly, and it cost me nothing. Okay, so this all happened many years ago, and I have been into law of attraction for a long, long time. So I'll start right at the beginning. So I went for a job, got the job, and the job description said about what you had to do, everything else. Went through a bit of a grueling lot of interviews for the job itself. But as far as I was concerned, the job itself was for salary and commission. And at the time, I was a single mum to a young girl, and I wanted to earn as much money as possible for us. So it meant, going out there and getting that commission in for us, because, childcare isn't cheap. Neither is all the bills and bringing up a child on your own. But hey, so I did all of that, and I don't know why, but in my head at the time, I was adamant that I was going to go travelling. And when I say travelling, I mean holidays, not backpacking. I said it to people that I was going to make that happen. Now, when I spoke to people, in my heart of hearts, when I was speaking, I said, I am going to travel this year, go to different locations for holidays. And I said it in such a way that I'm not quite saying it how I said it to them. It was said without doubt. It wasn't, do you know what, I'm hoping to go travelling, if things work out, blah, blah. It wasn't done like that. It was, I'd made up my mind that I hadn't, because my daughter's dad, he wasn't a keen lover of anywhere hot, so, and in certain places, so we just didn't do it. And where the relationship had broke, I was very much like, this hasn't happened in my life. It needs to happen. I need to have those experiences, those life experiences. And I don't know how, but it's going to happen. I just said it. It was like a done thing. So anyhow, that's the way I spoke at the time. Like I say, without doubt, without anything. It was just, the way it was said was, I am going travelling. And it wasn't just me saying it was the pure belief in everything that I was saying, because as far as I was concerned, I was. So anyhow, I took this job, and whilst I started the role itself, they then turned around and said, oh, did you know you can win holidays? I was thinking, what do you mean win holidays? Like, win a day off, or what? I was like, what? And they said, no, you can win big holidays. Yes, I did. I did win those bloody holidays. And when I say win, okay, it wasn't a case of you work somewhere and then they put your name into a raffle and they picked your number out or something like that. And it was a case of you had to achieve something like, I'm going to say, off the top of my head, say 400% above your target that you had to hit for you to win the holidays, something like that. Anyhow, so I was like, yes, I want to go to these to places and stuff. So I did. I started winning holidays. who knew? I was suddenly going, I would win quarterly holidays, which were European holidays. And then on annual holidays, I would go further afield. Now, one in particular, one of these locations. So I went to, let me give you examples to the places I went to. I was going to Beijing, I went to Hong Kong, I went to Mauritius, Dubai, I'd won Rio, I'd won Cape Town. Now, a couple of those where I took cash alternatives and didn't go because it meant that I could then just take me and my daughter away on a bit more of a luxurious holidays. So, this one here I've got to tell you about in particular was it relates to my holiday win for Dubai. So this lady, this is like I say years ago, she was telling me all about her holiday in Egypt. And I was like, oh, that's lovely. It sounded beautiful. And at the time, I then imagined myself over the sand dunes. It was just a vision where it's me and I was dressed in Arabic clothing, had like a head gown thing on, and I think it's Arabic, isn't it? I think so. And like a white gown, and sat on a camel going across the sand dunes. And I thought, I just saw me doing that. And anyhow, lo and behold, when I was in Dubai, because when we were on these trips, we had all of the excursions, they were all paid for as well. We literally bought nothing. The only thing that you'd have to put your hand in your pocket for was if you wanted to bring back memorabilia or stuff whilst you're there, like a new handbag or something. And so we'd just done the 4x4 sand dune driving, which was pretty cool. And then we went go up into the desert a bit more. And there were these people waiting by the tables. And there was bottles of champagne and glasses of champagne all poured out. And then there was sort of items of clothing for each person. So, and I got my clothing, and they said, right, put your clothing on, we sure you got your champagne. And literally, if I could post some pictures in about these holidays into these videos, I will. So I'm there, and I put my, it was exactly how I thought from what from a previous vision. I've got this Arabic thing, white, gold here going down, and then you get to go on camels. Now, at the time, I didn't give this one thought, by the way. It's never the case. You think about it a long time afterwards. I was like, oh my God, yeah, I thought that actually came true. So what I would say is, yes, I have been extremely, extremely fortunate. Life has a way of making things work out for you if you allow it. I went for this job and it didn't sound great. I'm not going to lie. It even had, I remember when I took it, I was like, cool. It wasn't even great on the basic, but there was the commission. But as soon as I started, the basic went straight up. Because they said, oh, we're having a pay review and yours goes up. So within a month, it had already gone up. I think it was £2,000 gone up by. And the perks at the time, like I say, if you achieved, were phenomenal. But I had no idea that was even gonna happen for me. I just knew, hand on my heart, and had a belief system that I was going to have these amazing holidays, and I did, and I had many of them, and I can't tell you how happy and how much I just know how much law of attraction can work. So that's my story about how I attracted 5-star holidays into my life. I would say, if you're interested in law of attraction, just be open to opportunities, because sometimes what seems like, how can I put this? I thought the job was, do you know what? Yes, it was a grueling bloody lot of interviews to go to, all the rest. For it wasn't the most fantastic job in the world, but I just thought, okay, I'm just going to do my very best. And then amazing out of it came these holidays. I had no idea when I even went for the job interview, and even when I'd taken the job, that was even a possibility. But somehow life has a way of making things happen for you. You just got to believe. So yes, that's my story. I do hope that you will come back and listen to more of my Law of Attraction videos. Take care for now. Bye bye.